Do you want to know the best farming spots and methods in the game? You are in the right place. If you follow these endgame methods, these will let you earn a crazy amount of character XP to reach the level 70 cap in minutes, earn more than 500k plus AP that can easily max all of your materias in few sessions while giving you tons of gil as well. For example, the optimized Devil May Care Coliseum match in Gold Saucer is one of the best spots to rush any materia that you want. It is one of the best spots still at endgame because of its insane AP gains per fight, which require little to no effort. To make this method work as efficiently as possible, we will be using a general endgame farming build that you will be using even in the next spots as well, so you can avoid the hassle of changing setups every time you want to access a different spots later on. We'll be using Cloud as the main damage dealer in this setup, equipped with a Slipstream Saber. Slot in a Cetran Bracer to Cloud for the 8 material slots it provides. Then a Choco King's Cape is highly suggested to make all of the runs efficient and as fast as possible. Slot in a Magnify Materia, linked to a Max Poison and Petrify Materia. This combination will let you cast an Augmented Quagga with an enormous range, which will make your lives a tons easier during our runs later on. Slot in a Swift Cast Materia linked to your second Petrify Materia. Then the third and last piece of Petrify Materia will be linked to an MP Absorption Materia for you to regain MP when casting Quagga. The MP refunds will make your farming sessions longer and more efficient in the long run, so don't skip this. Other required materials for this setup are MP Up Materia, the mandatory First Strike Materia, and 2 Lock Up Materias. The rest of the slots will be dedicated to the materials that you want to level up, so I suggest having 2 AP Up Materias linked to any materials that you want. Weapon upgrades for Cloud are Magic Attack Power plus 20, Max MP plus 3, and lastly MP Recovery Rate up. The second party member could be anyone other than Kate Seth. In my case, I'm using Yuffie to be the optimal second member to gain as much as AP as possible in the Devil May Care spot. I do have the Fuma Shuriken since it provides the most material slots possible. I suggest trying your best to get the Chocobo Armband first, which triples the AP gains for its slotted materials, so you can easily rush a specific materia you want, especially the demanding ones such as the Magic Focus Materia, Magic Up, and more. Get this accessory from the Chocobo Sage side quest in Nibel region, and I am showing the location on the screen right now. Yuffie will be equipping the Chocobo Armband and skipping the accessory slot as we don't need it. Make sure to slot in the third AP Up Materia to a materia that requires a lot of XP, and the rest of the weapon materia slots will go to any materials that you want to level up. Slot in the fourth AP Up Materia in the Chocobo Armband, and the materia that will be linked to it will be getting a whopping 6 times more AP gains, so pay attention to this specific slot. Skip the weapon upgrades for Yuffie as we don't need any. It is wise to set up your party members now, so regardless of which spot you are engaging with later on, you are ready to go. Just equip all the best equipment that you have to gain access to as many material slots as possible. The Cetran Armlet and Bracers are the best armors in the game in terms of material slots, having 8 slots in total. But the caveat is we can only get 1 of each copy in the entire game. The next big thing is the Hades Armlet with 7 material slots, which you can easily get in Chapter 11 when navigating through Shinra Manor with Kate Seth. I suggest getting at least 2 of these, and I am showing the location on the screen right now. Make sure that every material slots of each party member is filled in, so you will be getting the most AP gains as possible, and yes, even Kate Seth, and you are good to go. Lastly, make sure to set the magnified version of Quagga in any of your shortcuts, and the same shortcut button for triple slash when on the ground or when at mid-air. After that long preparation, select Chapter 13 as the starting point for the Devil May Care Coliseum spot. Fast travel to the Gold Saucer and teleport to the Battle Square and access the said match. Select Cloud and Yuffie as the participants, then start the process. You will be greeted by multiple thugs and clear them easily by casting a regular or magnified Quagga to end the match easily. Once the battle ends and the second round starts, quickly pause the game and give up. Rechallenge the fight to gain access to the thugs and repeat the same process. It's clear to see that only Cloud and Yuffie will be getting the AP gains in this method. However, this spot is useful when you are trying to rush a specific materia because of this spot's high AP gain per run and easy access. Because Cloud and Yuffie are the only ones getting the AP gains, I will only be focusing on the total AP gains of the materials linked to your AP Up materials. Each run lasts around 38 seconds with loading times when playing on PC and provides 2,728 XP and 288 AP for the material slotted slotted on the Chocobo armband, and 96 AP for the Materias linked to just AP up Materias. If you do this consistently in an hour, you will be getting 256k XP if you're interested in XP, that is, while the Chocobo armband Materia gets a whopping 27k AP, and the other Materia linked to an AP up will gain 9k XP per hour. Pretty useful if you want to rush upgrade a magic focus Materia, which requires thousands of AP to level up. Note that all of the numbers that you will be seeing in this guide are all post-game results, since when you clear the game once, you'll be getting double XP and triple your overall AP gains. And also, if you want to access this and the upcoming spots during mid-game, I've covered it all in my mid-game farming spots video, link in the description or click the card here. Coming in hot in top 3 spot is the optimized Gongaga Storehouse spot, one of the best and most popular spots in the game, which will require clearing enemies on a specific route. It's fast, much more fun, and less mundane compared to the other farming spots. Access this spot by clearing chapter 12 in the chapter select screen and ride the tiny Bronco way back to Costa del Sol to access fast travel. When the Bronco reaches the port, quickly teleport to the Gongaga's region's cliffside storehouse. Once you arrive at the location, start the run by fighting the enemies outside of the storehouse premises first. Clear the first wave of enemies by swift casting a Quega from your button shortcuts. Head to the next set of enemies by entering through the broken fence of the storehouse, and the same strategy applies. Quickly take out the second wave of enemies by casting a Quega. You will notice that you are getting MP refunds as well after every Quega cast thanks to the MP absorption materia that we slotted on this build. Head to the third set of enemies by going through the abandoned metal containers near your location and eventually find the next set of enemies. Cast another Quega to clear the Gagigandis and Chimera Mimic in a flash and head on to the next one. Not far from your location, head to the 2 roaming Grand Horns in the area and cast the last Quega for this batch. Slightly move away from the Grand Horn spot and head to your party menu. Save and load your game to respawn the enemies that we've just cleared out. From here, you'll be following the loop on reverse with the same strategy. On this method, things will start to get crazy since all of your 7 party members will be getting AP gains. Each run takes about 1 minute and 4 seconds to 1 minute and 5 seconds and gets you around 5k XP, almost 6k AP, and around 2k GIL. Do this consistently in an hour and we are looking at 285k XP. Again, if you are interested in XP, since it's really not that important at endgame, reaching the level 70 cap is an easy thing to do, but the AP gain of 326k and 131k GIL are the best things here. An easy and fun way to max out your materials and even stock up tons of GIL in the process. But if you don't want to run around following specific farming routes, the next spot is for you. If you are getting value out of this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Liking the video and engaging in the comments helps me a lot, and I appreciate your support. The Seahorses farming spot is an absolute beast in terms of overall XP, AP, and GIL gains, which requires little to no effort. This method requires the player to clear the Seahorses intel in the Coral region over and over with no farming routes involved. As mentioned, there will be no changes in the build, and to access the spot with all 7 party members available, access chapter 12 again and complete the tiny Bronco sequence. After reaching Costa del Sol, access the field intel 2, seahorsing around by fast traveling on it. Once you've reached the destination, start the run by challenging the seahorses, just like a regular field intel. As soon as the battle starts, cast triple slash quickly, and if an enemy survives, simply cast another triple slash. The reason why I ask you to slot the triple slash on your mid-air shortcuts is because there are times that Cloud chases the enemy with triple slash when at mid-air, so if that happens, you can quickly cast another triple slash when at mid-air. The triple slashes will clear each enemy wave easily, and to respawn the seahorses, just hit retry to repeat the whole process. When it comes to gains, each run takes only 22 seconds and 23 seconds and provides 1,976 XP, 2,291 AP when counting all party members, and 568 GIL. If you do this in an hour consistently, you will be gaining a mind-blowing 322k XP, a whopping 373k of total AP, and almost 93k GIL. What an absolute great spot, especially since it only requires a little amount of effort. Just to break the ice, you can try casting Quega as well for fun to gain the same results. However, you will run out of MP if you do this over and over. But even if this spot looks godly already, I'm telling you it's not the best yet on this list. The absolute best spot and farming method in the entire game is none other than the Nibble Beast farming method. This spot will let you farm Nibble Guard Beasts over and over and let you gain a mind-blowing 539k AP per hour if done correctly. However, the biggest caveat of this spot is it will require a specific build to work, so I will quickly walk you through it. Equip the Igneous Saber for Cloud since we need its high physical attack stat. Slot in the Cetran Saber and full throttle wrist guard, and if you don't have it, a supernatural wrist guard will do just fine. For the materia slots, slot in elemental materia linked to a fire and ice materia. Equip a healing materia, then an enemy skill materia for its raw additional stats. Equip 2 lockups to increase our overall critical hit chance, then a warding materia linked to a poison materia since the main enemy spits poison later on. Equip a magic focus materia linked to an empowerment materia so you can cast bravery later on for additional firepower. Give Cloud the mandatory first strike and strength up materias, and lastly, 2 HP up materias. Weapon upgrades for Cloud are max HP plus 200, altruistic buff up, and magic attack power plus 20. Slot in Cura and Bravery in Cloud's combat shortcuts so we can access these spells easily later on. For the second and third members, use Barret and Red 13 for their innate high HP. Equip both with the best equipment you have, and both of them need at least 2 HP up materias. Equip with the Enfeeble rings for the accessories. The rest of the materia slot should be filled with the materials you want to level up. This applies to all of your party members as well. After setting up the farming build, select Chapter 12 as the starting point once again. Complete the Tiny Bronco sequence and fast travel to Nibelheim to get the White-Haired Angel side quest located in Cloud's home. Fast travel to the quest location to skip the running time and approach Tifa's cat Fluffy. You will be escorting the cat while fighting the beasts on the way. Clear them easily by pressing and holding the square button so Cloud will perform the spinning slash with a vacuum effect. And eventually, you will be reaching the actual spot with the Queen Bee guarding it. Position yourself near the car wreckage and then cast Bravery on yourself and take out the initial guard beast. Eventually, these beasts will respawn and take them out with another vacuum spinning slash move. The main idea is the Queen Bee will always respawn its guard beasts at the same location and take these beasts down over and over by preserving the Queen's life. When the Queen Bee dies, the run will end. So the more careful you are, the longer you can enjoy each run. This is the reason why Barret and Red are both wearing the Enfeeble ring to somehow mitigate the possible damage that they can deal to the Queen in frag mode. Although the Queen will still be receiving damage over time, the overall damage will be greatly lessened. Don't forget to heal up when Cloud is at low HP or recast the Bravery while waiting for the guard beast to respawn. In this setup, my best runs usually last around 10 to 11 minutes before the Queen dies, and each guard bee pack, which consists of 4 beasts, can provide 12,416 XP, 48 AP, and 1,748 gil. In a 10-minute run, I can consistently kill 36 guard bee packs. 36 guard bee packs net a crazy amount of 447k XP, which can easily reach level 70 cap in minutes, 135k AP, all party members included, and 63k gil. If you include the escort time with Fluffy along with all the reset times and travel time with the Bronco, we are looking at 14 minutes and 30 seconds to 15 minutes, including a margin of errors per run. So in an hour of consistent farming, we are looking at 1.8M EXP, a whopping 540k AP, and 252k gil in overall gains. The Nibble Beast is truly the most insane farming method overall in the game. Pick the best spots in this guide according to your preferences and max your builds now. But if this is your first time seeing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and want to have the perfect start possible, or you want to know the best mid-game farming spots or methods, click these videos and I will catch you on the next one.